for the most part, this season's been a different story.
Well, they've made steady improvement since last year, and I think that bodes well, Clark, because they've got some talent, but they've probably overachieved to this point, but they don't see it that way. They just feel like they're playing hard and playing to their potential.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Ran outside at the 3 with Ibaka playing the power forward. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Manning in at the shooting guard. Here's Thorpe. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. The drive by Anthony. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the layup.
Here's Westbrook, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Parker kicks to Boone. Here's Anthony. Up and in on the way. Anthony's got 6.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Parker with the steal. And Parker with a clear path to the hoop. No good from Boone.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Feeds to Westbrook. Back to Durant. Three-pointer. The shot is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
They just couldn't get the ball in the basket that day, guys. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, it's hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Manning the pass to Westbrook. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder in their last game, a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And, you know, coming down the stretch in that game, they didn't have all the guys they would have liked on the floor because of the foul trouble they were in.
And as a result, Steve, they had to back down a little bit so they wouldn't get themselves into even more foul trouble.
Great job. Taking it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left them no choice but to foul there.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. In third, the Warriors.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the three-point line.
And the Warriors with possession here. Thorpe kicks to Boone. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. And that is good. Hutchinson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Westbrook, here we go. It's rebounded by Boone. Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pound.
Well, his shooting number has been dipping lately, but he's been doing what he can, Clark, to get things trending back the other way.
Well, you know, Kevin, the coach suggested he come in before the game for extra shoot-around time, and he did that before this one. We'll see if it pays off for him.
Now Durant. After the missed three from Serge Ibaka. Manning the pass to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Manning. The three. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his third rebound on the night. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, a bit ago, Scott Brooks and I were able to chat. These two teams tied through the first 2 games of the season series. I asked him what he thought were some of the keys going into this game and looking to take that lead. He said one of the things they had to account for is the shot blocking they'll face on the defensive interior. Guys, he said, we've got to be elusive. We'll see if they took it to heart.
And Doris, as always, thank you. So, Steve, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
Yeah, I do. I mean, a huge part of your game plan has to be focused on their D. And I think he's right to put that much emphasis on it.
Yeah, I agree with you guys because they are that good defensively. So you got to worry about that and game plan for that. And then trust that your guys will execute what needs to be done.
So both teams changing it up here.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. First in blocks.
Changing it up here. Thunder trailing by 4. Boone, he's in at the point. Alex Len out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Murray in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
To the right side. Golden State moving the ball around. The pass to Boone. They set the pick. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
That's tipped. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Throws it up high. Now we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Weaver the pass to Cardinal. And the foul called on the great one. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And we've got a moment to see some numbers for Durant. He's getting around 28 points per game, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. Tell you what, he's been scary good over that run of games, just taking his usual brand of stellar offense and even building on it.
And Steve, you know that's not easy to do considering the high level he already plays at on an everyday basis. To move the needle another notch higher is special.
Anthony with the screen on Westbrook. The great one passes to Anthony. Ibaka with some nice D.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
Murray kicks to Boone. And again, no good by Golden State.
It's just been one of those days for him. He has really struggled.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And now a quick rundown of the leading free throw shooters at small forward this year. It's a pretty sure thing whenever one of them gets to the line. 5th, Kevin Durant.
Well, there's some smooth strokes among that group, guys. What else can you say?
As a coach, you want your small forwards to be aggressive in getting to the basket. I mean, that's a must. And with these players, whether they draw the foul or get a layup out of it, it's a win-win.
Thorpe, he checked in for Golden State. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Warriors lead by 3. Oklahoma City shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Now here's Westbrook. He's covered by Murray. Shots good by Ibaka. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Boone. Here's Anthony. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And we've watched a pretty interesting season unfolding in the Western Conference, guys. Let's check out the standings here. Take a look at the Warriors. They're in the middle at 5th in the conference, looking to build in the wins as the season goes on. And, of course, there's the Thunder, 3.5 back.
You know, in looking at the Warriors, they've surprised a few people this season. It was hard to tell what direction they'd go in, but no doubt they're on the right track.
Yeah, things are falling their way this season, Clark, and it's good to see. They made a few subtle changes to the roster over the summer, and most people didn't really think too much of it, but those moves have paid off, and they're having a good season.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hey, guys. guys. The great one in their last game against the Pacers gave them a bit of a boost. He had 9 points and added a couple of rebounds with that. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night, Steve, and he didn't disappoint him.
No, he didn't. In fact, he did everything they asked of him and more. And I think he really enjoys being that go-to guy for them.
Yeah, I think he relishes that because he knows he's capable of doing it. He's had some performances that have fortified his confidence in that role. So he's in a good place right now.
They set the pick. He used that pick to get in close. Durant's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Anthony with the screen on Westbrook. To the paint, Durant with the steal. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Durant's running. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
5 on the clock. Here's Boone. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that.
The Thunder have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Stop settling for threes.
Leading right now, but that lead could evaporate if they don't up that percent.
Making a change here. Boone's checked in, and Oklahoma City making a change here. .131 left to play here in the second quarter. The feed to Parker. Lots of room. Green for 2 points. Parker's got 6 points. Oklahoma City trailing. Weaver the pass to Farmer. They set the pick. And Durant, here we go. Passes it to Weaver. He feeds it to Durant. Sinks the triple. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Here's the great one. 9-point game his last outing. Parker outside. A 3 ball. No luck. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Yeah, that's the right move. Get a good possession here, play defense, and get one more opportunity to score.
It's Durant on the wing. Turnaround Jay. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Parker kicks to Boone. To the wing on the left. Releases. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Well, that Utah game has a lot of attention on it. You got referees all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
And he makes both free throws. Jarrett. And he trains the 3, but let's see, they may